Why do I invest in stocks? Well, to make money. I invest in companies that I think can generate income that they can share with me in the value of their stock price. And Amazon is one that I have believed in for years, but I've come to realize at its current ability to generate income, it's worth about $24 a share, but it's expected to have a better 2023 than 2022. So I'm willing to leap out, and I'm willing to pay you $34.40 a share for the Amazon that I think is going to be available and producing income in 2023. I want to share with you, though, how I come up with that price so that if you own some Amazon and you want to sell it, I'll pay you $34.40 today, and we'll look at it again tomorrow if you want me to, but that's all it's really worth.
Best of Us Investors presents Carrie Griegmeyer.
Before I go to my spreadsheet, let me explain what I'm doing. I recognize that in the past, I have told you stocks that I think are going to grow in the future and have some tremendous potential, and I pretty much ignored what's happening today. Well, that's changed. I don't like losing money, and I want to give you good advice. So what you're going to get from me in the future, and quite often, is a series of videos as this is what I'll pay you for your stock. And it's just going to be like if I went to a car dealer and said, hey, I like that Porsche, but I don't like the price. This is what it's worth, and this is what I'll pay you for it. And if you don't want to take it, that's okay. You aren't going to hurt my feelings, because somewhere I will find someone who's willing to pay or willing to sell a Porsche that I want at a fair price. Right now, Amazon is not at a fair price. And I'm going to take you to my spreadsheet and show you why not. Then I'm going to take you to my Seeking Alpha and show you the earnings report, and then you make your decision. That's the direction Best of Us Investors is going. That's what I'll pay. Let's take a look at it. This is an Excel spreadsheet that I put together yesterday. I showed you this yesterday. I actually put it together last week. And what it's doing is trying to find out what's the fair value of a stock and judging it based on its ability to generate income. So what I've basically done is said, what kind of profit do these companies make? And I'm going to focus on Amazon today because that's the only one I'm only willing to do that. I'm willing to pay you $34.40 today. It made profits of $216 billion. It then took that and reduced it to earnings of $11 billion, which is a 5%. So it's making, after expenses and all, it's making 5% on its 216 or $11 billion. At current rate, that gives it a PE ratio, price to earnings, of $82.22. And how I think of that is it's going to take me 82.2 years at a earnings per share of $1.08 per share. It's going to take me 82 years to get my $88.84 is what it's currently selling for, to get it back. So that's a common measurement of the profitability, the ability for a company to generate income and create its value. And as you can see, its peer group of Apple, Alphabet, Meta, Microsoft, they have a PE ratio ranging from 11 to 26, and Amazon is 82. Okay, that's it. That's a cut and dry. Now I've upped my offer. It would have been $24, but the pundits say Amazon's going to have a better year next year, and its earnings per share is going to be $1.72. So that's how I come up with the $34.40. I'm sorry, but that's what it's worth on the open market. Now, If it became more efficient, and I want you to look, this is a measure of its efficiency to generate income. It has a 5% efficiency, whereas if we look at Microsoft, it has a 50% and Apple a 58% efficiency. That is by taking their profits and how much of that profit can they turn into earnings. And earnings are earnings per share. So that's why I'm willing to pay you $34.40. Now, I made a mistake. I bought Amazon earlier at $98 a share. I thought, under 100, that's a bargain. And then I said, I need to dig in deeper on this and find out, go about this as a businessman, as if I was going to Seattle and saying, okay, I'll buy your company and this is what it's worth. It's worth $24.40 a share. That's it. Okay? Now I want to take you to Seeking Alpha, and I want to show you their earnings report and tell you why it's only worth $34.40. So let's go to Seeking Alpha. This is my Amazon Premium, and what I'm looking for is their quarterly report. To find that, I need to go page down here, and it's going to say SEC filings. Their last quarterly report was in October, so I want to find it here. I can either go to the 10Q, which is the financial numbers, or I can go to the 8K and I can get the summary. And I'm going to page down, and you're going to see right here I get the summary of what happened in the past quarter. And you can see here it says net sales increased by 15% to $127 billion and compared to $110 billion. That sounds good. It tells you that North America sales were up 20%. It tells you that international sales were down 5%. Then we come down and it says that AWS, this would be Amazon Web Services, increased by 27% year over year, or 28% including foreign sales. Then we look at operating income. Operating income decreased, even though sales were up, were decreased by $2.5 billion. And that was decreased to $2.5 billion from $4.9 billion. North American operating losses were $0.4 billion, and international losses were $2.5 billion. So once again, we're finding sales were up, but their efficiency was down. Amazon Web Services operating income was $5.4 billion compared to $4.9 billion in third quarter 2021. So again, Web Services is up, but Amazon's merchandise sales are down. Net income decreased to $2.9 billion for third quarter, or 28 cents per deleted share, with 32 billion or 31 cents per deleted share in third quarter of 2021. So their operating efficiency has gone down. And as you read through this, you just see it over and over. So I look at it and I say to myself, this is a company who made tremendous money during the pandemic and spent a tremendous amount of money. From my further readings, I know that they built all kinds of new distribution centers. They built one here in Birmingham, and then they turned around and built the 24-hour center. Then I've read that they've closed 100 of the 24-hour centers, stop the building of 10 distribution centers. In other words, this company got flush with money and saw sales going crazy as a result of you being locked up in your home, and they overspent, and now they're paying for it. So I'm looking at this and saying, yes, they own their market and they have a moat around their market, but it's not profitable. Until it's profitable, I want my money somewhere else. So this is Seeking Alpha. I'd encourage you. They have so much data here that if you want to screw down to finding out the details on any stock in any level, you can find it here. So there you have it. That's my offer. That's my justification, $34.40 today. Do I think you'll take it? No. Do I think it will get to that level? Well, let's look at a chart and see how far it would have to go to get there. As you can see, this is my Trading Views chart. It hasn't been there since March of 2013. So I don't think it will get to $34.40, but it's certainly not worth $88 today. And so I'm actually going to take a loss and I'm going to sell because I bought at 98 and get out of it, because I believe that when they come out this next quarter, it's going to be worse than it was in third quarter. I just don't see how they have turned this thing around, and I see an inefficiency that I had no idea of. So that's my offer to you, $34.40, going once, going twice, no sale. Okay, this is how I'm going to approach my investments in the future. This is how I'm going to approach Best of Us Investors YouTube channel. You're going to see a series of videos, and I'm going to do it the same way. You're going to see the same thumbnail that basically says, I'll pay you this amount for this stock, and then I'll justify it. If that's what the kind of thing you want in your YouTube viewings, well, you know where I'm at. The best way to do it is to hit that subscribe button, then ring that bell, and you'll be notified, and you'll see the thumbnail. It's going to look the same way. Just what I hold in my hands is going to change. The stock I'm talking about and the price I'm willing to pay. I believe this is what you want. You want someone to tell you what to buy and at what price to buy it, but you want them to justify it. You want them to dig down, find out why it's worth what it is or why it isn't worth what it is. That's Best of Us Investors. That's me, Cary Grinkmeyer, a retired financial advisor, a CFP, a CHFC. He's got his head out of the clouds. He's down into the nitty-gritty, and he's going to tell you what he's willing to pay you for the shares that you hold. I'll talk to you again tomorrow.